Dear students, I am Dr. Ganesan, Head Department of Economics, Ayanadar Janagimal College, Sivagasi. In the previous video lesson, we have discussed about meaning, characteristics, and components of time series analysis. So here we want to recall the meaning of time series analysis. So time series analysis is nothing but arrangement of data according to the time of occurrence, or simply you can tell the data arranged in chronological order. When you arrange a data on the base of time, the data is called time series data. Are you clear? Okay. So in this present video lecture, I am going to discuss about the measurement of trend, or you can tell the measurement of secular trend. That too, moving average method. So how, with the help of moving average method, we can measure the trend values and a time series analysis, that we are going to discuss in this video lesson. Okay. Now, measurement of secular trend. So here there are 4 ways of measuring secular trend. One is freehand or graphic method. The number 2, semi-average method. And number 3, moving average method. And number 4, method of least square. So here this particular video lesson concentrate on how to measure secular trend with the help of moving average method. Right? So there are 4 methods. We are concentrating only on moving average method with this particular video. Right? So freehand or graphic method, here what is the data given? The data will be plotted in a graph sheet, and you can join the points in a freehand manner. You will get a curve. With the help of that curve, you can analyze the trend. So that is called freehand curve method or graphic method. So here simply the time is taken on the x-axis and the variables is taken on the y-axis. You can plot the points and join the points in a freehand manner. In the second method, semi-average method, so here the data will be classified into 2 equal parts, and we have to calculate the average value for both the parts. And what is the average value we are getting? That value will be plotted in the graph sheet, and you can connect the point. You will get a curve. With the help of that curve, you can get some inference from the curve. So that is called semi-average method. So here at the time of calculating semi-average method, if the year is in odd or even, that you have to consider. If it is an even year, it is easy for you to classify or make 2 equal parts. Suppose there are 10 years data is given. At that time, you can classify the 10-year data into 2 5 years, and you take the total of first 5 year, and the total should be divided by 5. You will get an average. And you can take the total of the next 5 years. You will get a total, and that total should be divided by 5. You will get an average. Now these 2 average points will be plotted on the graph sheet. Suppose if the year is an odd, suppose for example 9 years data are given in the sum. So at that time, what we have to do means, here it is not possible for you to equally divide 2 parts. So for 9 years, the middle year is 5th year. You can leave the 5th year. You take the first 4 years and the last 4 years. You add the values in the first 4 years, and that total should be divided by 4. You will get an average. and you can take the total of the last 4 years, and that total should be divided by 4, you will get an average. Now these two averages should be plotted on the curve under semi-average method. Okay, now we concentrate on moving average method. So here moving average, your average will be calculated by moving values. So it is very simple method, and it is based on arithmetic mean values. So here under moving average method, the average value for a number of years or months or weeks is taken into account and placing it at the center of the time span. So here under moving average, it can be calculated for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years or 9-year period. So simply the time period, you can classify the time period into odd year and even year. Suppose if 3-year moving average is asked to calculate. So here what we have to do means, first you can add the total of first 3 years and the total value should be written on the middle year. Then what you have to do means, you can leave the first year, then you take the next 3 years, that is second year, third year and fourth year, you take the total and that total should be written on the second year, so that is the middle year. So in this manner we have to take the total of 3 years. Suppose if 5 years moving average is asked, at that time what you have to do means, you have to take the first 5 years total and the total should be written in the middle year, that is the third year, and leave the first year, again you take the 5-year total and it should be written on the middle year. In this manner you have to write. Suppose if the even year is given, that is 4 years or 6 years, at that time it is very difficult for us to find the middle year. So what we have to do means, suppose 4-year moving average is asked. So what we have to do means, first we have to take the 4-year total. Here the middle year is between the second and third year. So you can write the values in between second and third year, right? Then you can leave the first year, again you can add the next 4 years, and the same procedure will be followed until you will get 4-year total. After that what we have to do means, we have to find out the middle year. Now we have to add first 2 years, first to 4 years, that is we will get 8-year total. So definitely we will get the middle year. So the 8-year total should be written on the middle year. In this manner you can leave the first 4-year total and the second and third, then leave second, third and fourth and so on. You can estimate the 8-year total. Then after that the 8-year total value should be divided by 8, you will get 4-year moving average. So now I will explain how you can calculate the moving average for odd year and even year. For example, here compute 3 yearly moving average. So this is an odd year, 3 years given, so it is an odd year. So here year and the number of students are given. First step, compute the total of first 3 years and place it in the second year, that is the middle year. Then leave the first year and add the next 3 years and place it in the third year. So that is the middle year for second, third and fourth. The 3 yearly total must be divided by 3 and placed in the next column. That is, you can take wherever you get 3-year total, up to that you can calculate the 3-year total and the value should be written on the middle year of that particular 3 years. Then after that the 3-year total should be divided by 3. So that is called 3-year moving average. So in here in our example, the year is given 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 18 and 19. And the values, that is number of students 15, 18, 17, 20, 23, 25, 29, 33, 36 and 40. So now we have to calculate 3 yearly total. So the first 3 year 2010, 11, 12, you can add these 3 values, that is 15, 18, 17, and the total is 50. It should be written on the middle year, that is 2011. So you put 2010 dash. Then you can leave 2010, you can add 2011, 12, 13, the total is 55 and it should be written on 2012. This is the middle year. So in this manner, you have to calculate 3 yearly moving total. So we have calculated 3 year moving total. The total values are 50, 55, 60, 68, 77, 87, 98 and 109. Now you have to divide the total 3 yearly total by 3 and you can write it on the adjacent column. So here the 50 divided by 3, that is equal to 16.67, 55 divided by 3, that is equal to 18.33, 60 divided by 3, that is equal to 20, 68 divided by 3, that is equal to 22.67, 77 divided by 3, that is equal to 25.67, 87 divided by 3, that is equal to 29, 98 divided by 3, that is equal to 32.67, and 109 divided by 3, that is equal to 36.33. So these are all the 3 yearly moving average value. So here what you have to do means, simply you can take 3 year total and the total should be written on the middle year. Then you can leave the first year, again you take the next 3 years and the total should be written on the middle year. In this way, wherever up to what we are getting 3 year total, we have to make the total and the remaining things we can leave it. Then the total should be divided by 3, you will get the 3 yearly moving average value. Suppose you are asked to calculate 4 yearly moving average. So here the even period, moving average for even period. So here the problem is, for odd year it is easy for us to find out the middle year, but for even year it is very difficult for us to find out the middle years. Here we have to do one more calculation. So here also the year and production is given. Year is given from 2001 to 2010 and the production values are also given. So here first what we have to do means, we have to calculate the 4 yearly total. So here the 4 year 2001, 2002, 3, 4. But here the middle year is between 2002 and 2003. We are not having exact middle year. So first you take the 4 year total and that total should be written in between 2002 and 2003. So here the first 4 year total is equal to 1725 and that value is written in between 2002 and 2003. Now you can leave 2001, the value for 2001. Now you take the another 4 year, that is 2002, 3, 4, 5 and the total is equal to 1815. Now the middle year is between 2003 and 4. You can write the value. In this manner you have to estimate the 4 yearly total values and the total value should be written between the middle values. Then after calculating the 4 year total, here the 4 year total are 1725, 1815, 1910, 1995, 2085, 2170, 2255. But here the values are not written exactly on the middle year. So now we have to find out the middle year. So for that we have to estimate 8 yearly total. So in the third column we are having 4 yearly total. If you add 2 4 yearly total, you will get 8 yearly total. So here first two values we can add, 1725 plus 1815, and these two values are written against 2003. Now 2003 is the middle year. So the total is 3540 and it should be written against 2003. And now you can leave the first value, that is 1725. You add the next two values, that is 1850 and 1910. So the total is 3725. So here the middle year is 2004 and you can leave 1850. The next two values are added and the value, the total is 3905. It should be written on 2005. in this manner you can add the 4 plus, that is 8-year total. You can calculate 8-year total and it should be written on the exact middle year. So the 8-year total are 3,540, 3,725, 3,905, 4,080 and 4,255 and 4,425. So now you can calculate 4 yearly average. So what you have to do means the 8-year total should be divided by 8 and it should be written on the column 4 yearly average. So 3,540 divided by 8, that is equal to 442.50. 3,725 divided by 4, that is equal to 465.63. And the same way you can calculate all the average values. So now the 4 yearly moving average values are, for the first 2 years no value, and for 2003 it is 442.5, and for 2004 it is 465.63, and 2005 it is 488.13, and 2006 it is 510, and 2007 it is 531.88, and 2008 it is 553.13. For 2009 and 10 no value. So this is the way we have to calculate the 4 yearly moving average. So 3 yearly moving, there is odd number, there is no problem, but in the even number you can make an additional column and you can do one more value. That is, if the sum is asked in even years, so you have to calculate first the asked year. That is, suppose 4 yearly moving average is asked me, first you can calculate 4 year total, then you can estimate 8 year total, then the 8 year total should be divided by 8 and that will be given as the 4 yearly moving average value. Thank you friends.